Louisiana Beer Reviews Jungle Juice Four Loko, introduced in 2023. Alright, so Jungle Juice Four Loko. I saw this at Savannah Discount and I was like, oh yeah, I've been hearing about this stuff. And I hurried up and grabbed it. It was $2.89 for the can, and then I got home and I was putting stuff up and I was like, oh wait, I forgot to see if this has the artificial sweetener, because I know they started using artificial sweetener for some of their products and it's terrible. And I checked the back. I was so disgusted. Premium malt beverage with artificial flavors. That's nothing unusual. Certified colors, fine. You want to use food coloring, and artificial sweetener. So you may as well say I just threw money away. I'm not going to drink the whole can. I'm not going to be able to tolerate it. It'd be terrible. 23.5-ounce can. Drink 4 Brewing Company, La Crosse, Wisconsin, Memphis, Tennessee, and under special agreement, Latrobe, Pennsylvania. That's at the City Brewing Breweries. 313th day of 2023. Or it could be the 331st day of 23, but I think it goes the other way. LX, La Crosse. I think at 5:42 in the morning. All right. It's just, well, okay, so I threw away $2.89 plus tax. Just over $3 after tax. Because I wouldn't have bought, if I'd have remembered and I'd have looked, I wouldn't have bought it. Look at this orange thing here. And all the Four Lokos been dropped to 13.9. You still see some 14s in the store, but I think for now on they're just going to have them at 13.9. People have been asking me why you think they did that. I think they did it to make sure they can sell it in certain states without changing the recipe. They already got to change it for Mississippi. They can't go above 10 in that state for any beer, no matter whose brand it is. Okay, so this is super orange. Alert orange, right? Like construction, roadside construction sign. Orange. No head of foam. No lacing as you would expect. They never have that. There are video reviews for it. Ugh. It smells like a... Now, you know, Jungle Juice is like a vodka party drink concoction, but it's different things to different people. They got different views on what it is, but usually real sweet, kind of orange or red. I can't say I have experience with it. I really don't. This smells like a Pez. You know those Pez candies come in a dispenser? Like an orange Pez, maybe? What artificial food chemicals make it smell like this? I don't know. Let's go with the taste. I'm not blaming the company. If they want to put artificial sweetener, that's fine. You know, Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, I don't buy that. They put it in there. I blame me for not checking the label. I don't blame the company. Some people are going to drink this, not going to mind it. So I blame myself. Okay, it doesn't taste bad. Let's see if there's a backup, you know, a backside flavor that going to throw me. Ugh. It's super tart, sort of like the Cosmic. The Cosmic one. Can't remember the full name. Maybe more than that. Tart, savory, juicy. Like, say, tangerine. Yeah. Tangerine, satsuma, maybe even apricot. Along the lines of those things. It's really not heavy body. It's high medium, at least, kind of a meatiness to the body. It's not as heavy as I thought it would be. And the semi-sweet finish, kind of sticky in the mouth. So on the sweetness scale, even though they're using artificial sweetener, and I don't know what it is, and I don't know what all those are. Maybe there's one that I don't dislike, that I'm not aware of. All right, I don't say what it is. Because some of the ones I'm aware of, I try them, and I hate them, absolutely hate them. So it's 5 out of 5 artificial sweetener droplets. It's starting to come into play now, that funny taste. Yeah. I knew there would be an undertaste of it. Is it psychosomatic, like it's in my mind, because I know it's there? Possibly, maybe even, probably. So bitterness is zilch. 0 out of 5 hop cones. Although it's a malt beverage, so it must contain hops, but they don't have to be, bitter hops particularly. Use whatever hops they want, as long as they comply with the guidelines, the minimum requirement for that. Tartness, it's 5 out of 5 warheads. Some people are going to say it's sour, but I don't think it's sour. I think it's tart. So, whatever, I don't eat candy, all right? I'm just telling you the truth. I'll eat chocolate pastries, like cookies, or Little Debbie's things, but like candy, hard candy, Jolly Roger, what do they call that? Jolly Roger, or Pez, or like I was talking about. All those things, I don't even know the names of them because I never eat them, But I don't know a lot of people that do. And if they like them, that's fine. I don't like them. When I was little, I liked them. But I grew to where I couldn't stand them. It's like fruit. I don't really eat fruit. Somebody gave me a bag of raisins, a big bag, so I've been putting a few on cornflakes. And that's tolerable. Like when I have a bowl of cornflakes, sprinkle a few until all the bag is gone. But to sit there and eat fruit, it's shocking, really, because I expected this to be an absolute 100% atrocity. And it might be the best Four Loko I've ever had. I never dreamed it. Just goes to show you, don't judge a premium malt beverage by the can. Don't judge a premium malt beverage by the ingredients list. Leave it up to Savannah Discount to be the first people around here to get this. They carry a large array of flavored malt beverages, but there are other stores that rival them now. Score. One more sip. To be fair, and I try to be fair, mentally, cognitively, morally, I want to give it a bad score because I know it has the artificial sweetener in it. But honestly, I can't, because it has a good flavor, which is shocking beyond belief. Maybe they screwed up and they put real sugar and they had forgotten about that and they mislabeled it, but I'm sure that's not the case. I think the tartness really saves it. For a flavor malt beverage, which is what it is, I grade things according to what they are. In other words, according to style. You can't say, well, what about beer overall? I mean, it's, in the beer family, but it's hardly a beer. But technically it is a beer because it's not a wine and it's not a liquor. It would fall under beer. It is made with barley malt. So a malt beverage, a beer, actually, it's not that a malt beverage is a beer. It's that a beer is a malt beverage. or a beer can be a malt beverage. Because a beer could be made without malt. You can use a substitute for barley malt like sugar. And that's where you get those seltzers, you know, like White Claw. It's a beer, but it's made with sugarcane juice. And since it's not a malt beverage, it's not required to have hops. Isn't that amazing? Sugarcane beer. Okay, but and those don't seem to be dropping anymore. Like they had a fast peak, and then in 2018 they started falling. Maybe because of the scandemic. I don't see why that would affect it, but now they seem to have leveled out, and I still see those seltzer beers, the sugarcane beers. They're just everywhere with different variety packs, and they seem to have that following. So, I mean, they're a small segment of the market, but it seemed to be now it's like stabilized and it's just steady. No problem with that, you know, whatever you want to drink. So this one, I'll go with 93. Hard to believe, right? 9.3 out of 10. A most excellent flavored malt beverage, if you can imagine that, especially with the artificial sweetener. But it is what it is, and like I tell people, you got to call it as you see it, and that's how I'm seeing it. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all go to Memphis or La Crosse, Wisconsin, or if you have a special agreement with them, what's that town in Pennsylvania? Latrobe, Pennsylvania, where the Rolling Rock Brewery used to be, and take a brewery tour.